the sky. Laughing loud, adrenaline high. Crypto dreams never die. Man on the chart we scroll. Crypto kings watch them fall. Epic team we stand tall. To the moon, break the wall. Exchange wars in the night.
Yo,
Buy and sell with all our might.
welcome to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. It is January 1st, 2025. I hope you all had an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical New Year's Eve and a radical day and a radical 2024. 2024 is behind us. We got to look forward to 2025, and who better to help me out in that is BC PORTCORP. We've got BC PORTCORP on the show tonight. I can't put my headphones on because then I get an echo of myself in my ear, and I don't know how to make it stop. So it is what it is. Well, the show must go on, and yeah, I'm very excited for this evening. And I think we're just going to be pretty chill. Skipped frames. Detected 25% over the last 2 minutes a few seconds ago. Sweet. All right. Hey. All right. So, yep, like I was saying, we're just going to go over some, you know what? Let's just go ahead and bring up our special guests. BC. What is going on, my friend?
It's been a good holiday season. I hope you had a great one. I got to spend it with my girl, watching some football today, and did some good games on. Was not expecting some of the outcomes, but it was a nice, relaxing day. So
Good, man. Yeah, I watched the games. Man, this is really messing with me. Maybe I should just turn. Let me see. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, I watched the games today too. That Texas.
Arizona State game.
Thank you. Arizona State game was amazing. Arizona State almost had to come back, but
They were
Texas
like
was just too much.
this close, so close.
So close. Oh, what are you, a Texas fan? Aren't you an
No.
Oklahoma boy? Or
Oh yeah,
Nebraska?
no, they were so close, but yeah, I was definitely rooting for Arizona State the whole time. I was so happy at that comeback at the end, and I was so disappointed that they dropped it in the literally double overtime, just throw an interception. I'm like,
Yeah.
this was their opportunity.
So what was a white boy's name? Skidabo.
Oh
Skidaboo.
yeah,
Skidaboo.
yeah,
Skidaboo.
that man was a beast.
That dude is a beast, man. He was huffing and puffing the whole dang time.
Oh yeah.
Just like
Oh,
I can keep going, coach.
I will get the first down, coach. Put me in.
Put me in. He got that tough Rudy mentality.
Oh yeah, it's okay. Texas will not beat the Ohio State. So,
Oh, well, Ohio State just freaking poured it on Oregon. That was shocking. I think they were pissed off in the first game of the season or whatever they played.
Oh yeah.
And Oregon won by like 1 point.
Yeah, so they did them way dirty, and they were like, "You're not gonna score until the last second of the second quarter," which like blew my mind.
Oh well, definitely not the outcome that I expected, but
No. Well, I wish I had put money on the game, like I actually thought about doing, but oh well.
what'd you do for New Year's?
Stayed at home, watched TV, drank peanut butter whiskey, and then had like a 2-hour conversation to try to stay up late.
A 2 hour conversation about
Just life.
life.
Yeah, with my girl. Yeah,
Gotcha.
we stayed at home, had a nice chill evening. Did not do much at all. Besides drink peanut butter whiskey. It was well, so like for her family's Christmas, they do like an adult Christmas gift exchange. There's one that's based on the gender, and then there's an alcohol gift. And the alcohol gift that I got was peanut butter
Screwball.
whiskey. Yeah, screwball. And that bottle is gone now.
Is it bad that the guy that hasn't drank in 4 years knew what you were drinking?
Oh no, no, not at all. That's the best one that there is. So
Well, it's not the only one, but yeah.
no, it's not the only one, but it is the best one.
I forgot to bring up the chat pre-show. That's okay. We can still say hello to the chat. Let's go ahead and bring in the new year. Say Happy New Year to all these beautiful, wonderful people. We've got all set. Some guy named BC PORTCORP. I don't know. I haven't heard of that guy before. But welcome, BC PORTCORP. Welcome. Alexandra G, the mod queen in the house. Happy 2025. Happy 2025 to you. We have RS Miller saying go Arizona. And then we have Crypto Chef with the pink hand. What is going on? Hope you are all doing well. And I look forward to a beautiful, wonderful, radical 2025 with all of you amazing people. The thematics. No, that's not gonna work.
Is it, I was about to say, is this what you're coining your watchers now?
The Mad Addicts.
Yeah. Oh no.
Maddox. It's ironic because I'm not an addict.
Well, I mean, it's better to be addicted to the charts than anything else. It it's definitely improved my life a lot more than anything else did.
This is very true. Other than my wife. My wife improved my life a lot.
That means you chose a good woman. Or actually a good woman chose you. So
yes. And in case none of you know who this handsome guy next to me is, that is BC PORTCORP. I highly doubt you don't know who he is, but he does host the Good Morning Crypto show. I used to host it with him right here on the Piper Academy network every morning or Monday through Friday. What time are you on?
I've been going live. It'd be 7 Eastern time. So I
like
pushed
6
it
to
back
7?
I pushed it back just a little bit because I have the time, and I noticed that time slot was filling a lot better. I'd get a bunch of people from Alex's show join in mine before they swap over to Alex's. So I've just been sticking with the time.
Good stuff. I had a few people telling me that they missed me on Good Morning Crypto. They missed our dynamic.
Oh yeah, that's what honestly made the show so amazing. I miss it a lot.
I can't do anything about it. Whoa. I'm not supposed to be able to go through my border like that. What's going on? That's all right. So 2024 is behind us. But I do want to ask you what are some of your key takeaways from market perspective from 2024?
Honestly, I think that everyone's sentiment from when we first were starting the bull run, and they were like, this bull run is different. I think we actually do understand now that this bull run is different, but it's different than what a lot of people were saying at the beginning of things, especially since we've gotten ETFs for the more established crypto projects. Bitcoin and Ethereum will be the key projects this year, along with, as I touched on in my show this morning, with who the VCs are going to be investing with, and we're going to see utility projects and those established projects that have to do with like Bitcoin layer 2s, Bitcoin layer 2 DeFi. We've got a lot of AI stuff that's going to be moving, but we also see that in our last run up when we pushed up to that 108,000 and got a bit of retracement. What projects ran? You had XRP running, you had ADA running, you had a bunch of these AI projects running, things that,
Litecoin.
yeah, and the established projects. And
Mhm.
I think this is how we're going to see this run be different. We're going to see this run be different. Like, yes, some of the memes will still run. But just that's going to be a thing for right now. But it's those other projects that people are like, okay, well, I've liked this project. It's cool, but what utility does it bring? Is it just a funny haha project? Then I don't think we see it run like we saw everything run in 2021. Like the market is completely oversaturated, and even VCs are seeing that, and they're pushing their money at projects that they actually feel will bring real world use case to them when they introduce it to the TRADEFLY markets, which is why you saw XRP destroy all these other alts when it came to gains. Because XRP has utility. I might not like the project because of their association with Ripple Labs, but like they offer massive utility. You saw Link demolish on a bunch of those gains. That's a real world asset that does a lot of real world use case when it comes to banking. And these are the
Partnership with
things,
Swift.
yeah. And these are the things that you're seeing the VCs look at being like, okay, well, I don't think we have enough billions of dollars in these projects. So can you give us more money so that we can invest more in these projects? And especially since you're not going to be able to see some of this rotation capital that we're used to seeing, because you have the ETFs, which is also a dynamic changer. You notice that when Bitcoin retraces, it doesn't retrace as hard, but you also don't see that rotation of capital into your alt projects all the way down. It's just some of these bigger whales that are in crypto only that are actually moving their money over to the more established projects that they already know that these people are going to be flooding their money into, like VCs who can rotate capital. And those Bitcoin ETFs are going to be stuck. They're going to maybe rotate into ETH, but that's about the limit of it unless we start seeing, well, like we talked about, some new ETFs making their way into the space.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, so what exactly were your key takeaways?
Uh, that the cycle is different.
That cycle's different. That's right.
It's just different on the floors that we're seeing on Bitcoin. It's different on the rotation of capital from Bitcoin and Ethereum to your other projects. And that the saturation is starting to take effect, and that we're not going to see everything run like we did in 2021. That's the difference I'm seeing so far.
I like it.
Well,
I do want to shout out Army Piper. See Army Piper in the chat. Happy New Year, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had an amazing celebration last night and didn't stay up too late. Too late past your bedtime. Too late past the midnight out. Randy Abidget and Little Fish. What is going on? Hope you all are doing well. Happy New Year to each and every single one of you. It is. I think it's going to be a terrible year.
terrible in what way? Because
um, I do you want to go to the charts?
I mean, let's do it.
Let's do it. I don't even know if you can see my chart.
No, but I do have the YouTube show pulled out open in the background, so I don't know how big of a delay there is on it, but I'll see your chart in a second.
Gotcha. So, all right, guys, highest yearly close, and I will have to turn myself down or turn my headphones down. Highest yearly close in Bitcoin history. We also had the highest close in crypto history for the total market. That's your total one. Uh, Obviously, highest yearly close in history. But let's go ahead and go over to my Bitcoin Bitstamp chart and take a look at my outlook, what I see and what I think is going to be going on for 2025. And this is only if I am correct about the 4-year cycles not being a thing. This is only if that is the case. So let's zoom out and take a grander view of everything on here. We can see got the big push to the upside to close out the year, starting off 2025 with a little bit of upwards action, not a whole lot. But the reason why I am thinking 2025, or what I'm thinking is going to happen in 2025, is let me turn everything back on. Oh, I deleted it. That's okay, because I decided I was going to do something else. But yeah, basically I have us peaking in April or May this year with a little bit, somewhere between 150, 200,000, give or take. I think we end Bitcoin cycle in the first quarter. If we are to continue with the 4-year cycles, I think that the current correction that we are in is going to last a few months before we ultimately start getting and pushing higher and end in Q4 this year. If we want to stay on the 4-year cycles, we've got to end this cycle in Q4 this year. That's the way it's got to be. It's pretty interesting how this cycle ended in April or November. Which one? I mean, pick one. When did this end? This ended in December, right?
What the last one, or
The
I
last one
wouldn't.
ended in November.
Well, I mean, it depends on if you count the second top as being like the actual top because it was actually higher, or if you count the actual top in April.
Well, so I've
So
had
I
this
mean,
debate going on. What?
it really depends on how you view the tops. So it's like the double top, the actual top, which means that like your timeline would be correct on, say, if we do get that second hurrah, your timeline's correct on that the cycle ends in that the beginning of Q2 of years, because like that's right on track of when we get our first top.
I see what you're saying. So let me just go, not that, this. Just take that and just move this over here. So if we go from this cycle to this top, then we would have already ended the cycle by now. If we go by this top, we still would have already ended the cycle by now. Now let me do something else. Let's go ahead and do this. Pull a bars pattern. And let's see in timing from this top to this top right around the same time. And if we were to do the same thing, that would put us right around November of this year. And that's definitely possible. I mean, honestly, it just depends. It just depends on how quickly this thing wraps up. But my whole point is that if we start moving up quicker, like putting in steeper inclines, then this cycle will end quicker than people think it will. However, if we are to continue with that 4-year cycle, then we will see probably some multi-month consolidation yet again for Bitcoin. And in that time period, though, I would expect a lot of alts to get running. Um, the thing about this whole entire cycle for me is that everything is just taking longer because we have institutional flows like we've never had before. So I expect this cycle to. Thing is, this cycle started in 22, in November of 22. So we're already 2 years into this cycle, bull cycle that is. How long was
Hmm.
this bull cycle? From here to this top, I mean, we're looking at well over 2 years. So, I mean, dang, I mean, maybe, man, maybe it does go into 2025. But that just means, or like into Q4. But that just means, in my opinion, we're going to be seeing some more chop. Maybe we might come up a little more before we start chopping again. My only problem is technically we've already put in a fifth wave in here. But so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5. And then what I'm kind of expecting is a push down and then a push up. Come up, blow off top, retrace or pullback, retrace, hit a major fib level, and then move lower and go
See,
into a multi-year bear market. The first multi-year bear market Bitcoin has ever seen. And then in 27 or 28, we finally bottom. And then we start creeping up and we do another 2 or 3 year bull market. And I think that's when all markets possibly peak in 2030. But we've got a lot of time before we get to that. What were you
see,
gonna say?
and when you say that 5 wave structure, is this the first 5 wave of the bull market? And then, because like we've seen that before, where we get that 5 wave, massive 5 wave to the upside, we get a 3 wave retrace, and then
Mm-hmm.
we get like a real quick like push back up
Mm-hmm.
before we get that real bear market.
So, I mean, each top is different. So, what I'm expecting is more of a 2017 style top, where it's just like a blow off top. We could also see something like this corrective structure in here, this wave 4 of the 2017 cycle. And a lot of people think that this can't be a correction just because it's moving to the upside. But I mean, we've got 2 really hefty corrections in here, and then we shot up. So that whole thing is just an upwards shifting correction, you know? Um, but so what I'm kind of expecting, because of the way that the angles are being put in here, and I finally found that trend angle, is that we're just getting steeper and steeper, and then this one should be the steepest wave of this structure to the upside, and that would get us, like if we were on track, this one was like a 75, let me see, 75-degree angle, trend angle, go from the breakout to the top. We've got 70 something, 70. Let me make this a different color so I can actually read it. Let's make it yellow. 71.86. If we just take this whole wave, go to the top. I mean, this is a 55-degree angle, but this one right here, where I do think your point earlier, I do think that's more likely our top right there, because that's when sentiment was going on. That's when the on-chain data was saying the top was in. Like, everything said the top was in here, but I don't know. This was just like an extended retrace. But at the same time, we didn't come down. We didn't break wave 1 of this move to the upside. Therefore, that keeps this wave 4 intact, and we are putting in that last 5th wave. But see how these just get sharper and sharper, and then eventually you just push, like, God candle is, I believe God candle is the term.
Yeah.
And I think we get some kind of melt up in the stock market too. So, but we'll just have to see. We have, we got monetary policy to monitor, and world events. I do want to be like, I do want to say, my heart goes out to all the loved ones and of the people that lost their lives in New Orleans. Terrible terror attack on New Year's Eve. You just hate to see that kind of stuff when people are celebrating a new year. And now we've got all different other kinds of stuff going on too. We got cyber trucks blowing up at Trump hotels. We got firework tragedies in Hawaii. I mean, before I came on tonight, I was seeing drones in the sky. Like, do we want to talk about that?
Oh boy. Well, I mean, if you really want to rabbit hole it, it
So
depends.
I do have to say that because I did want to talk about this before I came on. So I'm sitting at dinner, and my dad calls me, and he's like, "Go outside and tell me if you see these lights." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Okay." So I go outside and I look up. I'm like, he's like, "I think there's one sitting over there by you." And I was like, he lives about 15 minutes west of me or so. And I'm looking up and I see this bright light in the sky. And it's just sitting there, and it's kind of doing this little, it's, from where I am, it's very slow. And it's just back and forth, and it flickers every now and then. It's almost like it was spinning as it was like going back and forth, or potentially just going in a circle. But he said he saw one above him, one in a city about 15 minutes west of him, and one over by me. He could see 3 of them. And he said it's like they were synchronized and all this stuff. And I'm just like, oh, cool. So the drones have made it to Tennessee. Awesome. Is it the particle fog? Is that what it is?
I mean, there's been a bunch of talk on see, I use Reddit for social media, so the conspiracy theories on Reddit about drones are absolutely insane. And there's talks of 2 different kinds of drones, and that's why
Mhm.
you see some of them moving in different patterns of each other, and they'll like play with each other, and that's why you see some of them in different spots like that. I've seen some pretty distinct videos on it, and it looks like very, very foreign tech. Like nothing a human being is gonna be like, yeah, this is how we design a drone. Like
Are you talking about the
it
AI
does.
videos?
No, no. I'm on some deeper spaces of Reddit that are like specifically conspiracies. And like some of the drone footage that I've seen, there's the ball one that
Hmm.
like it's like a more of an orb, and then there's one that's very wonky looking. So
Yep.
that's the more one that has the lights on it. And the orb one is the one that's like easy to see during the day, but you can't see at night.
I told my kids that the aliens were here, and they're just scanning the planet.
They've been here. They've been here for a long time.
Or maybe
This
they
is
know
nothing
something's
new.
gonna happen and they're trying to stop it. Who knows?
Maybe they
Or
just want to. Maybe we're just TV for them. They're like, "Yo, did you get your popcorn? We know what happens in 2025. Where you at? The show's about to start,
the
buddy."
show's about to start. It's the end, guys. The season finale. Oh, we can't think like that. We
Why?
got to be more positive.
Uh, the only thing be positive about me is my blood type. So, uh, I
Uh,
I couldn't help that one. No,
RS
I
Miller
just
says we got some major solar storms heading our way.
yeah. There's
Cool.
been more
Solar
solar
storms.
flares. Yep, more solar flares heading
Solar
our way.
flares.
Oh yeah, it should be
Definitely
a lot
not
of fun.
alien rays.
No, no, I'm pretty sure if it was alien rays, we wouldn't be able to detect it.
Unless they want to be detected.
Yeah, but would you want to be detected if you're shooting alien ray beams at something? Like, if they can travel across the galaxy and the universe, I'm pretty sure they're smart enough not to shoot rays that we're going to be able to detect with our low level intelligence compared to them.
I don't know. Mm. Hello?
Oh,
Uh-oh. Oh, there
Arm
he
uh,
is.
Army Piper saying January 21st. Packet drops on Trump's desk. Mr. President, we've confirmed first contact. Welcome to your term.
Imagine being there and being Trump and just getting that and being like,
Well, like you've have you heard what Trump said whenever they ask him? Like they asked him about all the drone sightings that have been going on. And he's like, "Well, I can't talk to people about it, but
mm,
I think they should tell the Americans what is going on." I'm like, sir, you can't just like tease us like that.
you are the guy, man.
Like, we know it's you, Trump. You're doing this. No, it could totally be aliens. And like, well, like Obama hinted at aliens being real. Uh, if Biden had more brains in him, he probably would have hinted at aliens being real. But Trump's hinted at aliens being real. Uh, so I don't know. I think it's just time that if the aliens are real, they should just tell us.
I agree. Um, I'm gonna throw you up.
All right.
Put your chart up. I
All
just
right.
heard some screaming,
Oh,
so I need to go check and see what happened.
uh, well, hopefully everything's okay.
We'll see. I'll be right back.
Uh,
Interact with the chatter. So I'm
all right.
sorry. I
My
gotta go.
chart is up. Well, it takes a second for me to be able to see, but I see my chart on the screen now.
There you
So,
go.
all right. Well, I've been pulling up a bunch of trend-based fib extensions, going run to run to run to run, and kind of noticing where things are bouncing out and where we get some retraces along the way. And I've noticed that if you pull things up from older runs and you kind of line it up to where this run is sitting, I pulled it up from the older run and looked at where we topped out last run when we got that first move to the upside, and that was right at that 1618. And that's kind of why for right now I also think that we have some potential to get to that 1618 on our current run to run. That's that 2016. You can kind of see here we got a little pause down here at the 1618. If we hide that one, look at the current run to run here and take a look at things. We're sitting at right under that 1618. We've still got plenty of room to run if
What's
you
the
kind
price
of
on
look.
that?
Gonna be that 121,000. So that was kind of my first idea for our topping out, and on a local kind of more topping out where we see massive moves to the side, and it looks like we're getting some of that a little bit early. This is a shorter time frame. I was going to pull up that monthly so you can kind of get that better view on things where you topped out this whole move tops on out if you have it zoomed out like that and pull back up that 2016 high to R run. This whole one, when we get that move to the upside, kind of comes up above that 2618 before we get a retrace. And so if you kind of look, we're along the same lines. If you moving on back to that other one where we're not really there on any kind of massive topping signals for a retrace to be heading our way. We did get massive consolidations back here for the whole summer, which was a little abnormal as well. We didn't really get that back here before when we got our clear move to the upside. So that was a longer consolidation. So seeing some of this explosion and kind of pause a little bit is kind of been more of accumulation zones, because I don't know if you noticed on Bitcoin ETFs, Michael Saylor, they've been using all of these longer consolidation periods to stack up the Bitcoin. Bitcoin ETFs for the last day of 2024 had massive inflows, and they were nothing compared to Ethereum ETF inflows. Got demolished by Ethereum ETF inflows. So this is part of why I think that some of the sentiment for my upside targets on Bitcoin and Ethereum are a lot higher than they were originally. Whereas in now I've been kind of looking up at that 3618, which is 252,000 for Bitcoin. Whereas in before, I thought we faltered a little closer. I don't have it drawn out on the 2382, which is more that 2,200 mark that I was originally looking at for a topping on Bitcoin.
Oh,
And that's
breakout.
on a shorter term time frame.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the monthly chart, so the candle ain't moving.
Sorry,
So
I'm in a trade. Sorry.
oh, okay. Well, he's like, I gotta make money while I do the show.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Make money while I make money while I make money.
No,
That's what we.
if I'm being perfectly honest, I hopped in a Bitcoin long at 95,127.
That's
on Christmas Eve.
What
just
you
now
said?
back in profit.
Oh,
I wasn't able to get out here. And now I can get out if I want to, but
okay.
I still think we're seeing a retrace to like 102, 103. So before potential further consolidation.
See, and that's I think we've just been moving a little sideways, and that you've been seeing the big players buying. If you're paying attention, MicroStrategy's bought more. The ETFs have been stacking up. Which, like, here's the thing about it: is when they buy, they're not moving the market, so you're not actually seeing the buying pressure coming in and moving the price. They're just buying the Bitcoin, and you don't have a clue because you're not really seeing the price moving, and it doesn't show up on your inflows and outflows. So, like, it's kind of like secretive buying because it's all OTC. It doesn't affect price, and they have that contract. So, like, you're like, oh no, the price is going down. Well, the market makers playing games with your emotions, and they're also they're doing the same things that MicroStrategies is doing, that Riot is doing, that you have the ETFs doing, and they're buying. They're buying and buying and buying and buying, and that's
Can I ask
all
you a
they've
question?
been doing. Yeah.
How do you buy something without affecting the price?
So eventually it will affect price because of the fact that there's no supply. But at the current time frame, it is not affecting price because it's not like on the chain the same way. It is a private sale of Bitcoin. Whereas in, like, okay, well, here's your wallet, here's my
Peer to
wallet
peer.
that, yeah, which is what Bitcoin was all about. So instead of doing it as it's like a sale on exchange, we have this handshake agreement. You pay me $10 million. I give you 20 Bitcoin, which affects the price of Bitcoin zero. But it will affect the price of Bitcoin later when it's like you want to buy, say it comes September, not September, say it comes March, and you want to buy some Bitcoin, and they're like, hey, well, actually, there's a premium on Bitcoin now because we don't have very much on exchange, which is why I do watch exchange liquidity for Bitcoin versus like the supply.
Well,
And
does
that's
Coinbase have reserves?
yes, but it's like I can't sell you Bitcoin if I don't have Bitcoin.
But what I'm getting at is like, can't you see Coinbase's reserves?
No, their reserves are not public. They have never been public.
Well, what's the whole point of the reserve thing?
So what I'm talking about is the on-chain supply held by exchanges.
Right. But after FTX, they all started this proof of reserve.
Yeah. Coinbase doesn't do that. They've never done it. They will never do it.
That's
They've
shady.
openly said it. They've openly said it. they've said that it's like we have reserves. Our reserves are held in assets, traditional assets. We have multiple. Like you can go on their website. It's all there. Like they don't actually give the breakdown of the reserves, which is a big part of the reason that, like, yes, Coinbase is established, but I hold $0 on Coinbase. I don't give a crap about your 5%
Hey, you've been
APY. I'm not putting my money on there. I will use Coinbase to buy, but then all it does is it goes over to one of my my wallets right after purchase. So it'll sit in a software wallet until I've accumulated enough in my software wallet to move over to a hardware wallet, because I'm not trying to pay all the fees at once. So like let it go up in price a little bit as I'm accumulating more in my software wallet, and then when I'm moving everything over, the price is negated on the transfer by the asset rising in price.
beautiful.
I keep nothing on Coinbase. I have $0 on there.
I was thinking about
Full
completely
disclosure.
switching to like crypto.com because Coinbase has been locking people out of their accounts and whatnot.
They've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing. It's like, yes, we need a centralized entity to help push crypto further, but centralization is the enemy of crypto.
Well, I guess, I mean, aside from mining,
Which was
you
never
had to
supposed to
have the
be centralized.
centralization. You had to have somewhere to exchange Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So originally there was websites which put you in contact with miners, which like you specifically bought your Bitcoin directly from a miner. I've done it before. That's how I bought Bitcoin back in 2011. I bought directly from a miner. Yeah, it's on the dark web, and I found miners on the dark web, but it's like the anonymity was massive. That was part of what crypto was. You have your
Bitcoin miners on the
anonymity.
dark web.
Yep, but like
We got to clarify.
anonymity. Yep. Well, but like there's the full anonymity of it, and that's where a lot of these sites were, where you couldn't really find some of this on your traditional www.com. There was no like a Bitcoin thing. The first exchanges did get hacked. So that was also a big worry. And that's where like I did everything more on the dark web side of things, because there's that anonymity. You're buying an asset that's anonymous, pseudo anonymous, and
Pseudonymous.
yep. And so why not do your part to also help with the pseudonymity of your money? because like all it takes is a little bit of code, and that Bitcoin is no longer yours. So I did I do the same thing now, where like security is key because you're talking about your money. Do you like people feel safe with their money in banks, the more established banks? And that's just because they're like, okay, well, if something happens, my money's still going to be there. Well, do you want the same thing for your crypto? Guess what? If something happens, the money in my hardware wallet is still going to be there. My hardware wallet touches the internet maybe 3-4 times a year. And that's what it's for. It's never on chain. You can't drain my wallet. And that's that security. And that's where like I put it in my software wallet. I move it over to my hardware wallet, and then that hardware wallet that I have gets unplugged and it gets stored somewhere, and it doesn't see the internet for another 3 months because that's my bank. But it's a bank that I know that my money's always going to be there on. And that's that I do my part to protect my money. And Coinbase doesn't have my same interest in mind. They had their interest is making money off of me. The
Off your
centralization,
fees.
yep, the centralization aspect is massive towards helping crypto. But like, should I trust the people that work lockstep with the government on an asset like this, where it's like, hey, wink, wink, we need you to give us this person's seed phrase because they're a threat to the U.S. government and we want their Bitcoin.
That's never happened before.
No, never. I mean, it's not like it's not like back in the 70s they stole everyone's gold and then marked the price up on it so that they could depeg gold from the dollar. Like it's the
Ours Miller's
I
got a
don't.
question for you.
Yeah.
If
Let's
all the
see.
exchanges went down, how would you get your money off your hard wallet?
I don't need an exchange to move my money off of my hardware wallet. So like Bitcoin is peer to peer. If there's someone willing to accept my Bitcoin
That's
and
the
give
if.
me money, and that's the thing, is like if there's someone willing to buy my Bitcoin, which it appears like that there's going to be someone that is willing to buy my Bitcoin if there are ETFs out there that want my Bitcoin. So at the point where like exchanges go down, Bitcoin becomes peer to peer, which was always meant to be. It was never supposed to be I log into my Coinbase account and I buy Bitcoin. It was never supposed to be I log into crypto.com and I buy Bitcoin. It was always supposed to be you interact with everyone else that is supporting the security of the blockchain. You interact with the miners, you talk to the nodes, you are securing your money, you are voting on these procedures that you wish to see on the security of your blockchain. It was never supposed to have massive entities. There was never supposed to be ant pool or like these other massive miners that are like slowly weeding out your solo miners. That was never the original intention. And that's why like that's also a part of why I don't trust centralized exchanges, and I keep zero money on centralized exchanges. I use them to make buys. I use decentralized exchanges to make
Is,
buys as well.
is there
It's
any
just
reason for people like you and me to mine Bitcoin?
um I I wouldn't say mine uh unless you have enough money to lose some money. Like if you want to throw money at securing your asset, basically is what it comes down to. You could join a mining pool with people that you have like-mindedness with, and then you could split the payout, and that would be your best bet. So like say you and Piper and me and OC Guy and TRADEFLY and FD White and Crypto Billy, we all decided to get together and we want to be like, okay, well, let's make a mining pool. And we have this much, this much, this much that goes into machines. And it gives us some security in our asset that we hold, which is what Bitcoin was all about anyway. I do it through nodes. I watch the blockchain. I validate the transactions on the blockchain. It is a cheap zero cost way to secure my blockchain, which is my main reserve asset. It's my main reserve asset, and TradFi and crypto, that's my main asset. So why not for free do my part to secure the blockchain?
There you go. And you just started running a node again last year?
When I got my PC set back up. So I'd had a PC and then I had problems with that PC, and so I built a new PC, moved my hard drive over, and the hard drive still runs the node in the background while my PC runs off of my SSDs.
I still need a new computer so bad.
Well,
I know.
I sent you everything. I sent you
know.
everything.
Yeah, you sent me like $1,200 worth of crap.
Well,
But
I can help you find the cheaper parts.
2025 goal to start an LLC. So I can write all this stuff off.
Well,
I'm actually planning on starting some type of business. We'll see. But trading involved, or maybe just my individual trading, I'll be treating it as a business at the very least. And then instead of just going in here, hitting buy and sell, all that good jazz. No, it's time to move past that and start treating this like the business that I kind of actually want it to be. So that's a goal for 2025, is just to get that LLC started up, which in Tennessee it's only $300. So
jeez, lucky. It cost me like my LLC cost me $600 a few years ago. So
dang.
yeah, it was.
Yeah. Hey man, I'm telling you, people got to move to Tennessee, bro. No
Well,
state income tax.
help me convince my girl to move to Tennessee.
Say that again?
I said, help me convince my girl to move to Tennessee, because
Mm.
that's gonna be the big barrier there.
Is all her family there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Yeah. No. It's just like maybe, well, like her parents are older. She was like, I would, the earliest I would look at moving is when my parents are like no longer alive. I'm like, so 15 years from now. Like, well, I mean, her dad's like, I think 73.
Lord.
Yeah, he had her late in life, and then, so like, I don't know, that's like average lifespan. I'm being generous on it. Your average male lifespan is like 76, and I'm giving you 10 years on top of it. So
Crypto Billy, what's going on, Crypto Billy? He just said, my virtual social media AI agent just woke me up and said, someone mentioned my name here. We mining now?
oh my goodness.
What?
Do you really have a social media AI agent, Crypto Billy? Does it ding you every single time someone says your name? Because if you do have one, I would love to have one of those, and you need to hook me up.
Stop talking about my mic, Billy. I'm loud enough. I've had enough of this mic tonight.
Just scream at the people.
Can you hear me now, Billy boy? Can you hear me now?
Once I just need to get a new boom. I think that's what I'm gonna spend one of my gift cards that I got for Christmas on, is a new boom, so that it'll actually like stay in place. I should have never WD-40'd this one, because this is what it does. I bring it down.
Well, you know what the opposite of WD-40 is? Duct tape. If it moves and it shouldn't, you duct tape
You
it.
duct tape it.
If it should move and it doesn't, you
You
WD-40
WD-40.
it.
That's some common. Is that Southern parlance or is that
Yeah.
construction?
No, that's Southern blue collar.
Yeah, that's definitely one of our things. Duck. If you can't duck it, don't say it.
Oh
F it.
goodness. Yeah, you're gonna get us dinged.
Nope. No demonetization tonight.
Oh
Oh
goodness.
man. Yep. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to 2025. I mean, at least the first quarter, and then after that, we'll see. My broader expectation is that Bitcoin will top in Q1, maybe early Q2 or mid Q2. I think the latest that I've had is early May. Um, no, I did have one scenario where we went into June, but I mean, it really depends on how long this correction takes that we're currently in. If this ends up taking until March, then I would say probably top for Bitcoin halfway through Q3, and then see it dump,
So,
and then get
so
its retrace in Q4, and that's when all the laggards in the altcoins that haven't topped, that's when they all blow off as well, and then everything ends in Q4. And there's pretty much in both of my scenarios, in all of my scenarios, everything ends in Q4, no matter what. Whether Bitcoin ends in Q1, Q2, Q3, whatever, everything ends in Q4. Um, at the latest, I think.
I mean, I think a lot of that is going to depend on the state of current economics on some of these things. Where if we get like a more recessionary period and the beginning of 2020 2025 with new Trump policies, you see some of the tariffs kind of have a dual-edged sword effect on things, and you do see it kind of tick inflation back up. But if your dollar remains strong, some of those being negated just a little bit, but at the same time your prices are going up, it does drive the market down just a bit, and so it ends up being a forced consolidation period on people. Then I do think we see a bit of an extension on things. And that's where I've been waiting to kind of see, because we've already seen them go from, well, we're going to have four interest rate cut going into 2025. The cutting cycle will be like almost into Q3 of 2025 to now, oh, we're going to do two cuts. And surprise, surprise, we're also having a new voters on the FOMCs. So you've got a lot of hawkish people coming in.
New voters
Yeah.
on the FOMC. What?
Yeah, so like the voting members switch.
Mm.
It doesn't just stay the same the whole time. Those switch. And you've got some people that are coming in that are extremely hawkish, and they think that monetary policy is still massively restrictive. And with new policies going into effect, you'll probably see a little bit of a change in the shift on voting on the FOMC.
That's another thing. I've been thinking a lot about how Elon said that things are going to get worse before they get better. And that's
Mhm.
another reason why I think we end in Q1 and go into a deep crypto bear market. The stock market would take a hit too. And I do think it takes about 2 to 3 years to bottom. That's how long secular bear markets usually take. And then we'll blast off in Trump's last term or last year.
I mean, it depends on what kind of market you're talking. Because I do think TradFi gets more of a boost than your crypto does, unless you're talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum. Uh, I mean, there is the potential. You've got a futures Solana ETF that is potentially in the works. They've done
XRP.
filing for it. Um, there's I've heard about paperwork being filed for XRP. I haven't seen any actual like proof of it yet. But the Solana one was just the Solana futures one was just done the past 2 weeks. They are voting on a spot Solana ETF in August. So I think things like that might get a little bit of a boost when the rest of the market really isn't holding up a little bit better in crypto when the rest of the market is still taking a little bit of a hit. Um, you're going to see some of your TradFi do extremely well in the recessionary periods in comparison to other ones, especially when it's like, well, I have to buy bleach to clean my house, so P&G, thank you. Like Walmart's still going to do decent because like you got to buy a grocery somewhere. So certain sectors are going to get hit. The necessary sectors are going to get hit a little bit harder, where it's like, do you need to go to Best Buy and buy a new TV right now? Probably not. Like some of your retail is going to get hit hard, but like it happens over and over and over again. And like your more necessary sectors, things like blue collar work, where we're seeing manufacturing, American manufacturing being hit hard over and over and over again. And this is something that Trump talked about his first term, where I want to bring jobs back to America. You had Joe Biden saying the same thing, yet never really did anything for manufacturing besides the CHIP Act, which has still yet to even build a building or produce a single chip in America yet. Just like haven't even broken ground yet. They handed out $800 billion to a company. So,
Yeah, it
like,
takes time.
and that's what I'm saying is like we're gonna see certain things coming into play, and we're going to see how
We're gonna see
you
Trump
negate
take
some of
credit
these.
for it. Yeah.
I mean, well, for the CHIPS Act, I mean, maybe if you're seeing some of the jobs
Dude,
come in,
it's what they all do. It doesn't
yeah,
matter. If
yeah.
the
But
previous
if
administration
you,
did it and it happens and
yeah,
something good happens during their administration, they'll take the credit for it. Democrat,
if you
Republican,
see
doesn't matter.
if you see the jobs actually start being produced, where like they haven't even broken ground yet, they still have a few more hurdles to make. So like it's going to take time. It's going to take time to bring some of these jobs back. It's going to take time for the tariffs to outweigh the cost benefit of these companies that are still manufacturing in China to want to bring their manufacturing back to the US. It's going to take time for the 400 billion that we give to Mexico being negated by the tariffs that we see on Mexican imports. Like that's the big part of why he even wants to levy tariffs on Mexico and Canada, is we hand them money to the tune of $1 trillion a year, both of them combined. $1 trillion a year. What if you could negate that by them paying their own way? That's why he wants to do it. For the economic side of things and making America strong again, he wants to raise tariffs on the Chinese goods. So these American companies that guess what, during the recession got bailed out by the government, or were crucial to the American economy, and then they were like, well, thanks for the money, deuces. Flip middle finger to all these American people that were working there, like the car industry, completely. Oh well, hey, we're Ford. We need this money because we are an integral part of the Detroit ecosystem. And what did they do? They flipped all those people to Bird, and they moved all their manufacturing to China, and then that for pennies on the dollar, and they now import all of that to America. And if the only way you're going to make that where it's more necessary for them to bring that over is by making it so expensive for them to manufacture that there and then bring it back to United States, that the cost benefit analysis is cheaper to make it in the US. And that's what Trump's trying to do. It's going to take time. It's going to hurt. It's not going to be pretty on all of the things. But what is the long-term potential? We're just going to have to wait and see.
We're just gonna have to wait and see. Just
Yeah,
like
I
when
mean,
it comes to the drones.
just like when it comes to trading as well. Sometimes you got to wait and see.
100%. Well, BC, that's an hour.
Well, I didn't even realize it. That banter makes hours fly by so fast.
Yeah, man. And unfortunately, I have work tomorrow.
Oh, I don't. So,
Yeah,
uh,
well, we got 10 days off, 10 straight days.
oh, well,
Now we're
that's
gonna,
nice.
huh?
I said that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's thrown my sleep schedule all off. So,
Welcome to my
Thursday,
life.
yeah, I gotta work tomorrow and Friday, be off 2 days, and then we're back to the real world. But thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate it. And I wish you a happy new year, and I'll see you in the morning.
Most definitely. I enjoyed being on here. It's nice to have the banter again. So I really appreciate you having me on for this New Year special. And I hope you have a great New Year's too, as well as all of the listeners. So
I think we're gonna be all right. I think we're gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. All right, BC. We'll see you next time. Say goodbye, and I'm gonna close it out.
well, thank
He's
you,
like, I just said
everyone. Yeah, thank you to everyone that showed up. I hope to see you all on my morning show here in
it. It's called Good Morning Crypto.
the Good Morning Crypto. I figured they know. I've seen all of the names here in the morning, but Good Morning Crypto here in I guess 5 hours. So I hope to see you all there.
7
Thank you for
hours?
tuning in. 7 is it? It's 11. 7. Oh, I was undershooting myself there. Yeah, 7 hours. So hope to see you all there. Hope you have a great night and a great New Year's. So
Awesome. Thanks for joining, man. Peace out.
peace out.
All right, guys. That's going to be it for this episode, this stream, this Markets After Dark. I figured we'd just chill tonight, hang out with BC, maybe go over a little bit of charts, but talk about 2024, 2025, and just hang out with BC and you guys. I will see you all maybe this weekend on the Lunar Beaches Crypto channel. But then Sunday night, we'll start it right back off, start the new year off with, was it Macro Monday? So, hope to see you all there. 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday night. And I think Piper's got a giveaway to do at some point. Something about a Billy Goat Tales NFT book. I don't know. We were only talking about it for a couple of weeks, but yeah. Be back tomorrow morning. Catch the morning market report with Piper and the OC guy. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna be on tomorrow or not. And then Crypto Nightcap with TRADEFLY and FD White tomorrow night. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna be on or not. But I know who will be on at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, and that is T.I. Joe, Trade Intuition, Mr. Joe, with the Trade Academy here Monday through Friday. Rain, sleet, or snow, doesn't really matter. He's always here. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. I hope you all had an amazing New Year's, and I hope you have an amazing 2025. And I know we will, because we have each other. And what more do we need? That's going to be it, guys. I'll see you later. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical new year. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, finance, you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beach's top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, I shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows. Analyzing trends while the world lays low. Markets after dark where only brilliant shows. Hit that subscribe and join the ride. In the world of finance where fortunes collide. Lunar's path will be your guide. Through the market storm or the market tide. On the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. From Bitcoin markets soaring fast. Markets after dark, I shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see the future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Markets after dark, we're traders by my side. Crypto waves we won't hide. To the moon, lead the tide. Shots insane, numbers fly. Lunar Beaches reach the sky. Laughing loud, adrenaline high. Crypto dreams never die. Man on the chart we scroll. Crypto kings watch them fall. Epic team we stand tall. To the moon, break the wall. Exchange wars in the night. Buy and sell with all our might. Hold the line, future's bright. Crypto glow in neon light. Man on the chart. right. Crypto